Hello Virgo, and welcome to your April 2016 General Tarot Card Read. Dee here, and with me is my dear friend Lucy.
Hello.
So first off, we'd like to apologize for not having a read last month. Unfortunately, Lucy ended up in the hospital. I ended up with a few minor emergencies of my own with my family, and we were unable to do it, which was kind of funny because I had told Lucy
Something's going to happen in March.
And it did. So here we are. With that in mind, we went ahead and pulled for April for you. You guys got a very interesting month ahead of the time. And with everybody else, we've been getting colors and words. And with you, it's so funny because I kept seeing black and white, and contrast. Contrast is more the word. There's a big contrast in opposites for you guys. There's going to be extremes this month. You're going to go from one end of the pendulum to the other. Just because it's going to be either black or it's going to be white. There's not going to be any gray areas this month. So keep that in mind as you go through this month. And I usually tell people, red's your color of the month, whatever. For example, wear red. But for you guys, I don't even get to wear something. I'm just saying, I just keep seeing black and white, very black and white. Almost like when you watch a old TV program, it's like I see everything like that in black and white. It's really black and white for you guys. Anyway. So we pulled the cards from the year read for you guys. Those are kind of your overall for the month. And then we're going to do Lucy's read, we're going to do my read, and then we're going to do a read together because there's 3 reads here. Actually, there's actually a little bit more. We also pulled a Gypsy Oracle card and then a regular Oracle card. And while I was doing it, I didn't listen, but when I was pulling for you guys, the sun popped out and I didn't listen at first, and then it did it again. So I listened this time and put it there with us. So here we go. All right, let's start with Lucy's.
First card is Justice. This is from April, the yearly read. Now, Justice is about how your actions influence your future. It's about taking responsibility for your life and your actions. That's just and the 8 of Cups is, as you can see, the young man or the young person, as I want to say, has turned his back on all the cups behind him. He's sampled most of them, it looks like, and he's found it, from him turning his back, he's found them dissatisfying. So he's starting on a new path. The time for blindness is over. You can no longer delude yourself. You can't ignore the light and the call. Listen to your soul, listen to your intuition, move forward with determination. Okay? The 7 of Swords. This person here is trying to be selfie, but they're not making a very good job of it. So that shows you that there's not well planned out. It's impetuous. So don't you be impetuous. Think your plans through. Reconsider your solutions that you've come up with. Try to find a better plan. And consider the consequences of your actions before you act. Okay? Then we have the 8 of Pentacles. So this young man you see here, or this young person, is working studiously away on whatever it is he's doing, studying plans for the future or what. You can see there are cobwebs. He's been there quite a while. He's ignoring the mouse and the spiders. Don't put the rest of your life on hold just to study. Everybody needs respites, relaxation, relief from the constant turmoil. Don't suffer because of it, okay? Then we have the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups encourages you to look to the needs of your heart. Don't let your emotions overshadow reality. You can see she's got a faraway look in her eyes, like she's searching for something that is eluding her. Well, while she's searching, she could be ignoring right what is at hand for her to realize. So don't let your emotions rule you. Use a little logic, a little intuition, and go from there. Okay? The Four of Wands shows a happy family in a meadow with laurel leaves and all kinds of things around them. Shows cooperation. They're there together because of their own hard work. It's a happy, stable, content fulfillment of all that they've worked towards.
Okay, so to recap, justice is about reaping what you sow, karma,
Karma,
making decisions that
right,
are good, and then you've
realizing
got,
how the decisions you make can affect your life.
right, Eight of Cups,
Eight of
walking away
Cups,
through your
walking away
emotions,
from what
things that
doesn't
don't serve you. Yeah.
You're not satisfied. You must look to the future. Don't have blinders on anymore. Answer the call. The 5 or the 7 is about don't be impetuous. Consider your actions carefully. Consider the consequences of your actions carefully. The 8 of Pentacles is relax a little bit. Everything's going to be waiting for you. When you take a little time for yourself, it will still be there waiting for you.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's going to say, oh, he's a lazy person or she's a lazy person because they take a little time for themselves. They're going to say, well, she deserves it. She's been working very, very hard, or he's been working very, very hard.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the Queen of Cups. Look to your heart's needs, but don't be overshadowed by your emotions so much that you neglect what is already in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the Four of Wands. It's a family in a meadow, springtime. What could be better?
So your emotions and with your family. So family should be good, really good for you guys for this month. All right, for me, I pulled the Queen of Cups for the month. The Queen of Cups is about, hold on a second, I gotta get my paper. The Queen of Cups is more about empathy, instinct, balance, learning to control your emotions within. She's holding out the cup to someone as if to say, come take the cup with me. Let's, work on this together. So this month is going to be about balance for you too, in some ways, but mostly for your emotions.
Needs of the heart.
Mm-hmm. So the first card that I got was the Knight of Cups. Now the Knight of Cups is talking about fighting for what you love, about what you love, and just attaining your heart's desires. And with the Knights, there's a lot of energy. There's a lot of moving forward. If you see, he's on a horse, and there's travel, and there's moving forward. And I think it's kind of funny because the next card, and I'm going to put them up together because I saw them together. The next one is the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands is a swift moving energy. A lot of the time it's about travel. So I really feel that for some of you, you are going to be going traveling this month. There's going to be some travel for you. There's going to be a possibility of it coming like in a message, and then you'll just swiftly take off. So be ready for it. Again, I keep getting black and white. I don't know why.
Stay or go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay or go. Black or
choices.
white. Two choices. It's choices for you guys a lot. And it's funny because I keep seeing 8. Because 8 keeps coming up. And 8s, I have to write down stuff because my memory is not what it should be. 8s are more about renovations and decisions that you have to make. And this just kind of falls in line. So I would say 8 is your number for the month. I keep seeing 8. So with that in mind, you've got the Eight of Wands, which it talks about, travel and moving forward. And again, somebody's going to be traveling. Somebody's going to have a decision whether or not to travel. It'll be a yes or no type of a thing. There'll be no gray in between. Then the next card I got was the Ten of Wands. Now, the Ten of Wands is about feeling overwhelmed, feeling burdened. For some of you, this travel situation is going to make you feel burdened. It's going to make you feel like you're not be able to catch up and stressful. And just keep that in mind as you're getting ready to go and embark on your travel. Just do what you can to get yourself situated and then go, and don't let it overwhelm you. Still try to have a good time with it. And the next card I got was the Two of Wands. And with this travel, I really feel that some of you are going to have to come to a decision. And it's going to be one choice or the other. Again, black or white. You're going to have a choice to make. There's not going to be any gray. There's not going to be, oh, if I go this way, I can still do this over here. No, it's going to be, it's either this path or this path over here. And there's not going to be any in between. for you guys. It's just absolutes. It's black and white. So I really feel that whatever one you decide to go for will be good for you. And I keep getting, and at least in my read, it's about your job and about higher learning for you. In fact, I even get, maybe it might be somebody that is in education actually, that they're going to be doing some traveling. And you might even be called to leave where you're at, your position, and go up in, probably in management or something is what I'm getting. So we'll kind of see what happens with that. Let me know if anybody gets that. That's kind of interesting, because when I see stuff, sometimes it's like, what? But then it usually happens. So then the next card I got was the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is all about learning. It's about religion. It's seeking guidance from a higher power, connecting to yourself or connecting to your divine source, to God. And I really think that this is going to be a decision that you are going to have to seek higher counsel. And I also want you to know that even though you may feel a little bit overwhelmed and stuff going on, that this is going to be a good thing for you. And there's going to be forces watching out for you. Because the Gypsy card that I pulled, in fact, I don't think I've ever gotten this on a read before, is unseen forces watch over you. And the thing that struck me about this was, again, the black and white, because of the fact that she's holding that skull and looking at it. And I keep that there's somebody that has died in your past that was a big influence on you, and you keep hearing their words over and over in your mind, and you're going to start hearing their words over and over in your mind when you're making this decision. And it's going to be kind of a counsel for you. So keep that in mind. It's like a saying. Well, if I know what it is, I'll write it down. It's hard for me because it's like I get bits and pieces, and when I'm doing a general read, I can't get as specific because I'm getting for so many different people, and I'm sorry. But regardless, Virgo, I truly believe that you're going to be watched out for this month, that there's going to be a lot of good forces watching out for you. So if you use your intuition, listen to the things that have been told you in the past by somebody who maybe has passed away, but they're watching out for you and watching over you. So now we're going to do the combined read, and this one's kind of interesting because it's got a little bit of both elements, but yet it's a totally different path for some of you. So starting off, we have Justice and the Queen of Cups. Justice being about karma, and of course the Queen of Cups being in control and balancing with your emotions and being intuitive. So for some of you, your emotions, you got to be careful with your emotions, because if you don't control them, there's going to be some karmic issues that are going to happen because of it. And so keep that in mind this month. Keep your emotions under control as you're going about your time, because justice will be done one way or another, whether you like it or not, unfortunately. So the next is the Eight of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Now, again, the Knight is swift moving energy, and the Cups is of an emotional nature. But if you see here, the Eight of Cups, you're walking away from the emotional situation. And you know what? I keep getting a message this time when I look at these two together. I get that there's a message going to be coming, some kind of communication, and it's going to make you turn away from the situation.
Look to your soul.
But it's going to be better, because you're walking away from something that no longer serves you.
Do what you must.
Yeah. So the next is the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Now, the Seven of the Swords is usually about somebody stealing something from you,
impetuous behavior.
Yeah. So when it's paired up with the Eight of Wands, which is about swift moving energy and travel, don't be impetuous when it comes to travel. Plan things out. Be prepared for, I just keep getting, be prepared so that this can't happen.
Yeah.
Make sure you get insurance.
Yeah.
If somebody tries to steal something from you as you guys are out traveling, there's going to be a few of you that are going to be doing a lot of traveling. Then the next is the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is taking the time to learn about your craft and your trade, and it gets to where, again,
your training, your whichever it is, project, learning, study, whatever kind of craft it is.
And you've been doing it for so long, you've got cobwebs over you. And because of it, you're feeling overburdened.
You need to take a respite. Take a little time for rest and relaxation. Nobody's going to blame you. There will be no blame attached.
It doesn't have to be go, go, go. It doesn't have to be push, push, push. Take the time, or you're going to get to where you're overwhelmed, and it's just going to affect you that way too. So the next one is the Queen of Cups again. Now, anytime again, Lucy and I draw the same cards, there's usually a reason for it. So I would say that there is somebody who embodies the Queen of Cups, and you gotta, and for a lot of you, you need to embody the Queen of Cups. Um, and you know what? I'm supposed to look up the archetype for them. So the Queen of Cups is motherly, and the Queen of Cups is kind of a composer. She actually is the one that brings everybody together, the family, and she's the one that's balanced and emotions and motherly and all that too. So be that way this month, especially with a decision that you've got coming up. There's going to be a decision, and you're going to have to look at the whole situation. You're going to have to balance out your emotions before you make the decision.
Look to your heart.
Yes. Don't be afraid to do that, because it's going to, and again, I keep getting work and job. I don't really get family and home as much with this one. The next one I do. So the next one is the Four of Wands and the Hierophant. So the Four of Wands is actually a minor card about marriage too, which I think is kind of interesting. And I think for somebody's going to get married at the end of the month. You've got the priest watching over you and all that too. So congratulations. Kind of excited for you. That's kind of cool. But it looks like it's going to be a good fortuitous thing for you. Especially, this card is a very good card of happiness.
Yeah.
And the
Stability.
Hierophant. Even though he's stern, he's still, you know,
He's doctrine.
lets you know that somebody's watching out for you. So
He's doctrine. He's establishment.
So, very interesting month, Virgo, not gonna lie. What was interesting, like I said, is I did pull the sun. So I think that even with all of the changes and everything going on for you guys, the sun is overall, you're gonna have a good month. Even though you've got some decisions you need to make and you're gonna have to walk away from your emotions through part of it, but there's other times. And again, it's black and white. I keep saying black and white. So with that in mind, the contrast, I got the sun, and then Lucy pulled the oracle card, which is moonlight. So I'm going to have her read it.
Moonlight beckons. Come and trust your intuition to lead you into places that may not seem logical. Your hunches will be right on target. Resist second guessing yourself, for your alternative perception is especially sharp right now. You can see beyond the surface of things and truly read between the lines. This is a good time to use oracle cards or other systems of divination to gain information. Remember, the language of intuition is a symbolic one. It comes subtly through a hunch, a tingling, a clear sound, or an animal or object crossing your path. Spirit is sending you messages to help you now. Success is yours if you follow the signs.
So, moonlight, sunlight, black, white, emotions versus work. You've got a lot of extremes this month, but all in all, the sun's shining over you, and it's going to be a positive growth point for you guys. Okay? So if you like what you hear, go ahead and hit the like button. Let us know. Give us some information as to what you think about the situation. If it fits any of you guys, I'd love to hear it. Also, just so you know, we are going to be doing a free read for one person from each sign, zodiac sign, and it'll be probably in the middle of the month, and I'll probably just put up a video and announce it. It'll be whoever we get that emails us the first. Now, don't email us now.
No.
But we'll let you know when, and then what I'll have you do is just put, like for you, as you put Virgo read in the subject matter, and Virgo read for April is what we'll do.
Yeah.
And then you can just go ahead and whoever we get first is who will get it. And then with the stipulation that we want it to, you can ask some questions, and then we'll want to go ahead and videotape it so everybody can see too. And hopefully it'll help you, and then you can give us a comment on it too. So Virgo, I hope you have an awesome month. A lot of extremes going on for you, but it's going to be good. Good growth point. Remember to trust yourself. Remember to keep your emotions in check. And congratulations, whoever's getting married at the end of the month. We're excited for you. Okay, you guys have a good one. Walk in peace, light, and love.
Goodbye.